Okay, everybody, I just had a breakthrough, okay? Protons, neutrons, and electrons. Now, think of the neutrons in your body, like your body's cells, right? Think of them like a helicopter pad or a landing pad, okay? Where these subatomic particles of protons and electrons find themselves. They want to land there, right? That's their landing ground. That's what they can attach to, okay? So now think about your body. It generally, for you to be energetic and happy and live a good healthy life, your body needs more protons in it than it does electrons in any given neutron, okay, no matter which kind it is, okay. So think of it like if you played hockey, you know the plus minus. When you're on the ice for more goals scored for your team, that's a plus. So the highest plus player of the year, I think they usually get this jacket or something, okay? Because they were on the ice when their team was most successful in scoring positive points for the team, okay? Now, the negative in hockey is like you were on the ice when the opposing team scored more goals against you. To break it down as simple as possible, okay? And you don't want to be the most minus player on any team because you're probably going to get cut, especially in pro hockey. Now, golf is a different story. They did it backwards. They like negative scores, okay? Golf people I don't like golf at all for that reason. Just because of the scoring system, they're saying negative is good. And same thing with in tennis, where they named zero love because they want zero love in the world. Because what does love bring? It brings very positive energy. It brings protons into your body, naturally reoccurring protons in your body, positive emotions and positive feelings. And that's why it's very important to make sure you stay positive mentally, physically, okay, spiritually, okay? So what I'm getting at here is the proton, neutron, and electron, and this is not a theory, okay? If you kept your body full of protons and you found a way to keep electrons, again, negative subatomic particles with a -1 charge, which are stable, they stay around a long time, right? If you could find a way, or we as a collective intelligent society, to keep these electrons away from us and our children, okay, out of our cell phones and Bluetooth and all that stuff, you could literally increase your lifespan dramatically. And again, this is not a theory. You could live as long as you wanted on this planet, as long as you keep protons above electrons. And if you fill your body with all protons, literally you wouldn't age, okay? Now, what is the sun? Negative electrons. Negative electrons, subatomic particles blasting your way, okay? Moon's positive. Ooh na na, ooh na na, ooh na na. Okay, so think of it like that. And I love the sun. I love feeling warm. Okay, but think of the sun as a negative person, and the moon is very positive and very good for you. Okay, and it's hard for people to understand that. Okay, but there is a way we could get those to work together by bringing them together in harmony. Okay. And this would also help our proton and electron balance by allowing protons to have them an easier chance to score more goals for their team. Okay, and all of us. And it also is very important to make sure your foods that you eat are loaded with more protons than electrons. As soon as you take it out of the packaging or start eating it, you want it as fresh as possible, because naturally, again, opposites attract. The negatives, the bad people, okay, they're trying to attach and attack those protons, okay, while the protons are trying to fight off those negative people. They're trying to protect their team, the negative electrons, okay? And that's literally what happens to your food, and that's what kind of like what expiration dates are too. It's not a bad thing. It's like it's when electrons can stop being attached to that certain processed food, okay? That's why they put expiration dates on there, simply that's the electron attachment. That food is no longer likely to receive a lot of electrons, and it's kind of neutral. Okay, so it's okay to eat expired foods if you can do it, if you have confidence in yourself. So just guys, girls, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, people that are sick with cancer, all this stuff. It simply comes down to how cancer and diseases build in your body is from electrons. And that's what our entire electric grid is built upon, is electrons. Okay. It's also what your cell phone, your cars, your Bluetooth, all the modern technology, computers, everything you're around that's technological or uses electricity. Okay. That's why they call it electricity, is because it's electrons. These are subatomic particles that have a -1 charge, okay? Protons are subatomic particles with a +1 charge. Everybody, come take my hand. Let's walk together and take a stand. No matter what, even you Masons and Stones, Uncle Sam, I forgive all of you. But once you want to put all that stuff away, right? All that crazy stuff you do, Masons and Stones, to live a lot longer, right? I know you people would do it. And again, this is what I'm getting at. In theory, you would live forever if you kept the protons above the neutrons. Your body wouldn't have a very hard time aging. But there's a lot of factors, okay, and outside factors that work against you constantly. For example, I'm driving a car right now. I'm going backwards, then I'm going to go forwards. The reason why knee surgeries happen more in right knees, okay, and more right area of people's bodies is damaged, is simply these negative electrons in your car are sucking the protons out of your leg, and they start damaging your knee, your ankle, your foot, your hip. And that's why a lot of surgeries are usually on the right side. Hip replacements, knee replacements, shoulder, it doesn't matter. The right side of the body has to always either touch the brake pedal or the gas pedal, which are both negatively charged electrons. That's electricity, okay? So I love you all. I mean, we just solved together, you guys, as one collective world, how and the proper way to live a healthier, disease-free, and a lot longer life. Now, you people that love the Bible and Quran, what do they tell you in the beginning of it? Genesis, right? They talk about Genesis. People lived for 1,000 years. That was the oldest living guy, okay? And I believe it was a woman that didn't even talk about who lived longer, okay? But as you read this chapter or book in either story, what happens? The ages start to drop, okay? They start to reduce your lifespan, okay? So what I'm telling you is, be positive. Be team proton. Don't be team negative electron. You don't want to be on that team, okay? Shout out to all the hockey players that are plus this year, huh? Get that jacket on, boys. You're positive. Love ya.